Hello, my name is Willie Pass, and one of the things I worked on for Milestone 1 is the soul collections. So, the user story is as the player, I want to be able to collect souls so that I can buy items later on in game, and I will go ahead and demonstrate that here. I had the souls be able to be incremented upon collection, as well as play a sound on pickup, as you can see there. The next thing I worked on in Milestone 1 was the fleshed out level design. And the user story for that is create a level design to take advantage of the avatar and the enemy AI pathing. And I will show you that here. Simple design. As you can see, the enemy does take advantage of the pathing also. And he will come all the way up to get me this time, and I will run away. And that is what I worked on for Milestone 1. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Scott Burgess, and I'm here to talk about the tasks that I completed on for Milestone 1. So the first thing that I worked on was the avatar health. The user story is, as an avatar, I want to have a value of health so that I cannot live forever. So there is a method to heal the avatar, which is F, just for testing purposes, and a method to damage, which is Q, also for testing purposes. And then once it reaches 0, it will display you died message. And then it'll reset the current scene. So that directly correlates with avatar death reset spawn. The user story for that is, as an avatar, I want to reset myself so that I can start over again. So again, once the health bar reaches 0, the scene starts back up again and everything is populated within it. And then the third thing that I worked on, and the final thing, was the avatar UI. The user story for that is, as an avatar and the player, I want to see how much health I have so that I know when I'll die. So I went and made this health bar up here, and you can see there's just a slider attached to it, so you'll know how much health you actually have, and it updates every time with damage, which is Q.
Hello, my name is Matthew Bruce of Team Misconception, and these were my tasks. The first one was the basic gameplay loop, which user story states, as the player, I would like to quit the game so that I can start from the beginning. If we start the game, we can go here to the menu and quit it to start over. The quit button also works. They're not in the editor, unfortunately. So the next one was the credits scene, and its user story states, as a player, I would want to see a screen that displays all of the creditors' names. Here's that. Still need to work out some bugs with the sizing of the picture. And yeah, quick game and back to menu. But yeah, those were my tasks. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Michael Kamak with Team Misconception. The two main things I worked on were getting the project up and running as soon as possible, so that we could get into the project and start getting a feel for how we wanted to flesh out our tasks. The first thing I worked on was the avatar. The user story for that was, as an avatar, I want to exist so that I can play my created character in the game world. For this, I created a capsule for the player, and I called him Dude. The second thing was the movement. The user story for that was, as the player, I want to travel in the game world so that I can explore and find things to do. For this, I added a movement script that I previously learned from a Brachy's tutorial. Some things did get scrapped, like the climb mechanic assigned to me. It got scrapped because it didn't seem like something to focus on for just getting a working game loop.
Hello, this is Adam Cabral, and one of the things I worked on is the splash screen, and the user story for that is As the player, I want to see the team who made the game, and I also made the main menu, and the user story for that is, as a player, I want to see a screen where I can start the game. I also created the sword and attack animation, and the user stories for those are, as the avatar, I want to have a sword and to hold, and as an avatar and player, I want the ability to use the weapon the player has equipped so I can defeat the enemy.
Hello, my name is Robert Bridges, and today I'm going to be going over what I did for Milestone 1. So one of the first things I worked on was the menu. For the user story, it says, as the player, I want the ability to pull up a menu so that I can manage my inventory and settings. Here's our menu. When you click the menu, it goes back to the start, where the player can access the options. And they can hit start, go back to the game. And if they wanted to hit the quit button, it will exit the menu completely, will exit the editor completely. Camera follow. This is the second thing I worked on for Milestone 1. For the user story, it says, as the camera, I want to follow the player avatar so that I can see them clearly during gameplay. For this, I set up a Cinemachine. There's no clipping. Set it up to where the camera will pull forward and focus on the player at all times. Player avatar role. For the user story, is as the player, I want to roll out of the way of oncoming attacks. At first, this was supposed to be a dash, but we changed it to a roll. I had some help working on the animation from my teammates, but I put the code on the player to where it will access the roll. Basic enemy avatar AI. As an enemy avatar, I want to traverse the levels so that I can defeat the player. So here we have the enemy cycling through nav points throughout the map, and as the player gets close, it will snap towards the player and follow them around the map. Now if the player gets far enough away, the enemy will go back to their nav points. And that is everything I've done for Milestone 1.